Oh, well, I guess you fair to the cat to be wearing her. And now it's us, cause when they call it hand, I tell them, listen, my friend, you need nothing ever again. Something to fuck, something to wear, so I can walk it up. Someone to hate, nobody else. I'm feeling great. Pride, oh, I ain't got nothing then. She told me ladies go by. Got it, and like a donut did home. I've been asking around, but there's nobody found out from the bulls. And I'm completely out of control. Something to eat, I need something to wear, so someone to love, someone loves me. I masturbate. Yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm not falling in love, falling in love. It's like a girl just floating by. This ain't no joke. Here's when I left to get in. There simply isn't any feeling like the feeling you get when you get to the
Walk up, walk up the airways. Walk up, walk up the airways. Walk up the airways. Walk up the airways. Walk up the airways. Walk up the airways.
Welcome to the Airwaves. That we are listening to a fucking interview with my boys and Coffee with Lions.
What's going on?
So we got John and Doug here. How you guys doing, man? You guys still partying, huh?
A little wiped after yesterday, but yeah, hanging
So
in
you had
there.
a show last night. Where was your show at?
Skid Row Garage. So we're recovering right now.
Good time.
Yeah, a little hair to the dog, I see, huh?
Oh yeah, but it was a good turnout, man. We had American television over our eyes was there last night, and Vices Inc. from Maine. So nice crowd, awesome night all around.
Right on. So I got one real major question, man, and that is, Doug, how much do you bench?
A good bit, but yeah, leave it at that.
Okay, my other major question is, do you guys own any shirts with sleeves?
Aaron does. So collective, Kevin does too.
Yeah.
But nah, most of Doug's and mine get whacked. There's no question.
Right?
I bought a long sleeve shirt the other day, just because it was kind of hilarious. It's gonna go the same way. It'll look just like the other shirt. Yeah.
Even hoodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, I loved you guys when I saw you at Savage Mountain and all that, man. That was fucking great. So look, my real question is I love the name, man. Who came up with the name?
Oh, that's kind of a long story there. I mean, coming up with band names is like the worst, right? Like, because you try not to have anything cliche, not anything that's been taken, some originality to it. We thought we had one, and we kind of kept it the theme. It was bears with swords. And then my wife was like, yeah, that might draw a different crowd. Not that we got anything wrong with it. You just didn't realize, at the time when we were drinking beers, we were like, oh, bears. Yeah. So kept the same idea and came a Coffee Lions.
It took us about 3 months to figure it out. Back and forth, checking, rechecking. Somebody wouldn't like it. So yeah, it has really no purpose. Like it doesn't mean anything. But as my buddy Matt said, it's very Googleable. So if you want to find us, you find us. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I was, So you guys got some EPs out, shit, man. You want to talk about them at all? So you got East 9th Avenue that you had in December 2020, man. What was it like making that thing?
That one we kind of jumped. So we started tracking ourselves because I used to run a studio, so I had all the gear and everything. And as we were kind of trying to figure out, all the hardware, software issues, everything, works and talks nicely. Then we got frustrated. We're like, screw it. We're just going to go to Bomb Shelter. So Scott Gross and Chris Wood are awesome dudes. So we just went to them to track on that one. That came out good. We were happy with it. The second one, though, we tracked ourselves, or was it the third one?
Third, yeah. So the second one was the split with Break City Drowners.
Yeah.
So we did that at Bomb Shelter as well. That was kind of on a whim, kind of last minute. And then the last one we did all the tracking in-house and the mix. Kevin actually did the mix down. And then we had...
they did mix down. That's what we said to him.
Kevin did.
No,
I'm telling you.
he did not.
Okay, maybe we didn't. Okay, yeah, we didn't mix that one. Yeah, we mixed... Oh, I'm thinking of AFI, the AFI cover. Kevin mixed. Okay, yeah. Doug's right.
Yeah, because trying to mix your own stuff, man, it's a nightmare, right? So like for one, too, they got all the plugins that I don't want to spend all that money for. But on two, you're just overly critical of your own shit. So you tweak and tweak and tweak, and then you go listen to it like the next day, and it sounds like complete garbage. So it's like you spend 6 hours. And you're really happy with it, but you get ear fatigue and so forth, and you can't do your own music. So that's where it's like, all right, we send it out to them, and they mix it down, then mastered it for us, and yeah,
good dude.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you mentioned the AFI cover, so yeah, they do it's called a single second, and it's a fucking pretty good cover. We're probably gonna play that one on here on this show with y'all. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. Yeah.
Well, you got one more to you.
Go ahead.
Balancing act.
Yeah, that was probably that's the one that we we did all the tracking in here. I think why we're so happy with that one is because we weren't in any type of like time crunch. We could actually go through and track as many tracks as we wanted, take the extra time, make sure it was super tight. And I think that's probably our best EP, I'd say at this point.
And we also did it in our own space, so where we're comfortable, right? Like, and I mean, I was a little nervous, like for real, on the how it's going to come out, because as we were comfortable, we're obviously drinking too. It's like, am I sending him garbage? But now actually, what we sounded was pretty good.
Yeah.
He could work with it, so that kind of worked out. So that's why we're doing it again right now too. We're in the process of it. So we got another cover that we're doing for another comp, which will probably be released in a year whenever we get around to finishing it.
Mhm.
But the other stuff, there's some urgency behind it. We're trying to get it out. And then we got another we're doing a dual, I guess, well, there were two separate EPs.
Mhm.
So I was just looking at the board over here to see the progress that we made. But yeah, it's like 8 songs, 10 songs.
Yeah.
Some of our older stuff, we're redoing some of the stuff off the demo, and then we got like another like 4 new ones.
Yep. Yeah, so there's some good stuff to come, definitely.
Nice. So yeah, you got some videos out too.
Dan Brankert, man.
So what? Sundown and then ARG.
Yeah,
main
just
videos, right? Like a
yeah,
real
just
professional.
yeah. That's all Dan Brankert. He's a good buddy of ours. Anybody that goes to our sites, they can find his stuff. He just does an excellent job, and Dan's been kind of with us from the start. Like he has footage from back when we were at the old studio at Doug's old place. So it's kind of cool. He can kind of tap into some of that old footage, but he does a great job.
Yeah, he's seen a lot of success with his last year. I mean, he's grown pretty like substantially.
Oh, he's touring all over the place with.
Yeah, he was
bands.
crazy in the brains. He went on the road with them for a while. Bouncing Souls, he did some like, I think he did some photos or what, I don't know. Yeah, he's done some work with a bunch of those guys.
Nice. Hey, so when'd you guys form?
What's that?
When did you guys start? When did you start the band?
2018. Yeah,
Yeah,
2018. I think it was like.
We didn't play a show for a year though, because the intent was like, we're just hanging out, right, just jamming. And I'm like, all right, this is fun and all, except like I kind of want to do something with it. So it was like June of 19 was our first show.
Oh yeah. But yeah, we actually the first practice we had was in Aaron's living room at his house and like his kids' playroom. And then we practiced there like 3 times before the cops got called. So then we had to relocate to Doug's house.
Yeah, that was the only one that I was at there.
Yeah.
Game.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we went second floor of my garage, which is like detached, like just an old house. Yeah, that was fun. It would get really hot, really cold until we insulated it and like built in like a studio and ran some AC up there and stuff like that. But
yeah. Now we're here.
Yeah, why, baby?
Yeah. What's that?
Hey, that's what music's about, man. Buddies getting together and fucking around, and the next thing you know, holy shit, we're doing a bunch of shows. Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of how that first show worked out. We saw that the response. We're like, oh, people actually dig us. Like we don't completely suck. So we're like, I guess we'll do this.
Yeah. And now we play out all the freaking time. So usually like 2-3 times a month.
Right. Hey, so where are you all from? Is it York or Harrisburg?
Yeah, we're all in York. 3 of the guys are out in West York. I'm in East York, so York's not a big town, right? Like you can get across it in 20 minutes.
So that's York, PA.
Yep.
York, PA. Yep, you got it.
USA, baby.
Yep. Home of Skid Row Garage and the Kennel.
There you go.
Yep, that's right.
Nice name drop. Hey, which one's your favorite?
Oh man, that's harsh.
Now we love them both. I mean, yeah,
absolutely.
They're both awesome venues. They're different in their own right, but they're awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there any other place out there that you would group in with them?
You were cutting out. We didn't catch it.
Yeah, sorry.
You like any other clubs out there that cater to
there's
punk rock and metal and shit?
There's a lot of like JB Love Drafts. I mean, on Second Street,
And
because
Harrisburg.
they have two locations. The one on Second Street, there's a lot more punk and metal, original stuff. The other one's solid too. We played there as well.
That's
The
not
Circle,
York though, right?
it's Harrisburg.
Yep, Harrisburg.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, that is
in
like a hop,
York.
skip, jumping away.
Correct.
Yeah, because we're right in the middle of everything. So I mean, we're an hour and a half from Philly. We're 3 hours from Pittsburgh, but we're 45 minutes from Baltimore. So yeah, there's a bunch of cool clubs like in that circle.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh yeah. So hey, which one of you gets more groupies?
We're all married.
We don't. Yeah, we don't get groupies. We have some guy groupies, I guess, but we don't got to worry about the females. Yeah, there's not too many at punk rock shows. So
Yeah, it's
You
like
know,
That's where
so
the
you gotta
bears
get
and
one of them
swords
butts
come
off
in,
your
right?
leg, you know?
What's that, man?
That's where the bears and swords come in.
Yeah, there you go. He got it.
I mean, it probably wouldn't have been any different. with the band name. But yeah.
So you guys on any labels or anything, or any comps or anything like that?
Yeah, we're on a bunch. So one of the comps that we landed on a few years ago was done by 94 Records, and just really class act guys. They're from the West Coast, and they reached out and we hooked up with them. So that's our label right now, 94 Records. Awesome.
Scotty Saints is on them.
Yeah, Scotty Saints is on them too. Buddy's band Hemmed Up's on there. Vigales is on there. So they got a ton of bands, but awesome dudes, awesome label. And they were the ones that helped us release the AFI cover too. So that was pretty sweet. But yeah, that's where we're sticking for now, definitely.
From the comps, we're on there, but there's a Coffin Curse comps.
Yeah, we were in a Coughing Curse.
There's a couple, because anytime I saw there was any submission for comps, because I mean, that's how we found good music,
Yeah.
growing up. So we're like, yeah, let's get everything out in comps. Anytime I can find one that's accepting, we send it.
Hey, so what got you into punk rock anyway?
I guess I was probably more into punk rock when this all started than Doug. Doug's was kind of into a little bit more like hardcore.
Yeah, more hardcore metal, speed metal, stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, growing up, that's kind of what I always listened to. It's either songwriter or fast anger shit. So it's like anything in between bugs me. But punk, I'm good with. I mean, hardcore is not, it's punk adjacent.
Yeah.
Started playing music when I broke some legs, and I'm like, yeah, I got nothing else to do, play bass.
Yeah. I skateboarded. So me and Kevin both were like skateboarders, early on. So that's all we listened to. We listened to hip hop and punk,
A lot of Cypress Hill.
Yeah, No Effects, all the regulars back then. I'm 44 years old, so you can kind of do the math. When we were in our teens, like that's when like Lagwagon was, getting kind of out there first. And No Effects, first time I heard them, I just fell in love. And then like Doug said, I'd buy comps and figure out what bands I wanted to kind of follow up on from there. And yeah, all these years later, still into it.
So going back to 44 years old, he was limping on the way over to my house as he's walking up the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always feel a little shitty physically after a show. Too much jumping around for an old fuck like me.
Right. Hey, so we do have John Grove who sings for him, and we got Douglas Monroe who plays bass. Now you do some backups too, don't you, Doug?
Yep. We all sing. We trade it off. Keeps it interesting.
And who's the other members, and what do they play?
So you got Aaron, who is lead guitar. On the albums, if you hear the screaming guy, that's him. And then Kevin plays drums, and if you hear the guy that's got the really good voice, that's him. So yeah, he's yeah.
Kevin does the high pitched screams. I do the low pitched screams, kind of.
No, I don't think Kevin does much. Well, I guess he does.
Aaron
does the high pitched screams. Yeah.
Sometimes he sounds like the witch, the West.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Nice. So you mentioned No Effects. You think that was your biggest influence musically?
There's been so many. I guess musically is one thing, and then we have really between the four of us, I think we all have different styles. I think that influences our band more than anything. Like Doug's the hardcore, and I was into hardcore punk too back in the day, but I think we do pull all those different types of styles together, and it's what makes us unique. So I don't think anything influences our songwriting, other than everything, really.
Nothing and everything at the same time.
Yeah, and now like performing wise, I'd say my biggest influences are probably bands that we've played with. Anybody I've seen out there that really puts on a great performance, they have a lot of energy. I'd like to pick up stuff from them, because I think that's what it's really all about.
Just try not.
Who's some of your favorite to play with?
Locally, well, I gotta definitely throw my the Filthy Lowdown in there. They're definitely some of the best performers that you'll ever come across.
Betty Gray.
Yeah, Betty Gray. We always have fun partying with. Really, I hate to say, but anybody we can kind of like afterward just have some drinks, shoot the shit for a while. But yeah, Over Our Eyes, who we've just played with, they were awesome.
Video Massacre.
Yeah. Well,
Tony Marks.
Yeah, Tony Marks is a good dude. So yeah, and it all kind of tracks back to like trips that we took, and we just ended up hanging out like hotel parties and shit. Like we would go and party, it'd be 15, 20 people,
Doc
4 or
Rodden.
5 bands. Yeah, Doc Rodden's a good party, not party band, but a good band to hang out with and rock out with. So yeah, that would be a couple of them.
Oh yeah, you got any funny stories that you want to mention about some of these times?
Well, I'll talk about the trip that we took up to Curry Donuts.
Okay, I was a little concerned there.
Yeah. Well, Curry Donuts. So that was up in Wilkes-Barre, and first of all, we didn't know what Curry Donuts was. So as we were like pulling in, we're like, it's a fucking donut shop. Like really, like
it's like a Dunkin' Donuts from the 50s. They didn't update.
Yeah, but then we go around the back, and it's all DIY. They have the shit set up in the parking lot, and we had a fucking blast. But our friends and Betty Gray were up, and Tony Marks was up, and we all went back to the hotel. And the next day we woke up, and there was just people everywhere. Tony Marks was sleeping underneath the sink on the floor.
I think there's 12 people or 9.
Yeah, the rest of Betty Gray was like in between all of the beds, and it was just a blast. And then the other one I would say that is memorable was Altoona, just because the sheer smell of the hotel room was just absolutely, it was disgusting.
That hotel had the ping pong room that was soundproof. So
that was Pittsburgh.
Okay.
That was Pittsburgh, but Altoona, yeah, because we played a show and we were all sweaty, and of course, and then we actually had a big cooler full of beer, and we had a bottle of whiskey. We drank all that, and then we went to the bar, McGarvey's. We drank there for a while, and then we got beer from there and took it back. So, I mean, between the beer and the whiskey and the smell and the sweat, it was just disgusting. I thought we would lose our deposit. It smelled that bad.
And we found out where that smell came from because
somebody's feet. We won't say whose feet.
The next week, somebody, because they use pedals with their instruments, took his shoes off, and I'm like, oh my god, that's that smell from last week. Yeah. So now we sometimes bring.
Technically, that's anybody in a band that doesn't sing, that doesn't run around singing. You know what I mean? Hell, that could be you, buddy.
Dude, I definitely get the sweatiest. I think I'm the grossest. But yeah, it wasn't my feet, not that time. But
it's the guy that runs. He gets to sit and play.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, but that one was bad. But yeah, we started actually bringing Funk Away, that air freshener spray, sometimes on the road.
But we do. I mean, we have like that's. I think that's what the best part about this is looking back on these nights, because it's fun. It's fun. It's just we have a fucking blast. We have a great time together. There's not fighting unless it's like actual physical fighting. We've been known to do that. Yeah. We choked out. I think 3 people choked out Pendy on our last trip. But yeah, we enjoy it, man. We enjoy going on the road together and doing that. It's our that's our time out.
Pendy almost went to sleep a few times.
Get off my fucking drink, man.
I didn't bring an extra.
So I see y'all drinking beer, man. Which we do this little beer testing thing and all that, and a little beer thing. So what's your favorite beer?
Well, we generally will just pound Miller Lite because you can drink them in they go down easy. But from a favorite, I mean,
We're drinking White Claws right now.
yeah.
Oh my
Strawberry.
God. Put that
Yeah,
aside,
dude.
man. What are you doing?
I had a high noon as well because it's
Hey, we're
You
recovering,
guys have been
man.
hanging out with Holden from Idle Minds too much, man. That's what's going
Yeah.
on.
Dude, oh yeah, that's right. Dude, I'm telling you, man, like we're brittle today, so you gotta have some fruity drinks. But now, man, we're not big like IPA drinkers or anything like that. We kind of keep it, but we do drink a lot. No.
Oh, Lord have mercy. What you got there, mister?
that's a remember that
Let me
old
see
like
that one more time. Bring it up a little bit more to the camera. There we go.
I thought it was a
Captain
good
Morgan,
bottle of
can
soy
and glass.
sauce.
Yeah, that's it. No, fuck no.
Yeah.
So where you guys? Oh,
Whew,
where
so
they
that's
go?
some rum, huh?
Yeah, I lost them here. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So where are you guys from?
Oh, well, Tuna's from Ellicott City. I'm from Frederick.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, what are you
we've
guys
been
born
up
and raised there in PA?
for the most part.
Yeah, I was born and raised York, West York. Actually, the three, Kevin, me, and Aaron all went to school together at West York. So, and then Doug was from York, but on the opposite end.
Yeah, I grew up in Southern York County, and then I don't know, for a while, actually, I don't know, years before this band, probably 3 or 4 years, John and I were doing like an acoustic thing, like kind of not really folk punk, but I don't know, maybe it was, but it was before that was a term. We were just because trying to get 4 guys that their families align and we can do shit is that was next to impossible. When you're like just turning 30 or mid 30s. So it wasn't until like then when they're like, oh hey, we need a bass player. When I ran into John again because he was back out in the wild.
Yeah, and I thought I was kind of like, man, what fucking like late 30, early 40-year-old guys are in like punk bands. And then I realized like all of us like we are the generation of punk bands.
The ones that survived, you know what I mean?
That's right,
That's
man.
the answer to that. The ones that survived, brother.
That's right, man. Absolutely. What about you? What's your beer? What's your beer choice?
You know what, man? I really just like shit, to be honest with you. Miller Lite is probably my favorite these days. Keystone Light is what I drink, but really, I love Heineken, but that's I only get it over when I go over to Tuna to do these broadcasts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These podcasts.
Yeah, we'll do Natty Bow sometimes. We'll switch it up, but it's usually.
Well, I guess we'll break the news. We're actually in talks. We might have our own beer here. So so next time.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, let me hear about this. What's going on?
Yeah. It was, I don't know. It was weird. It was on a whim. I reached out to a guy I know that's got a local brewery in York here. And I was just like, hey man, I'm just kind of curious. What would it take to, get a beer, like to have something made? And I was expecting like some crazy numbers of, commitments. So he gave us a commitment number. He'd say, well, we'd have to get rid of probably this amount of cases to be able to do cans. And another buddy of mine owns a beer distributor, and I was like, would you be willing to, maybe take some of those on? So he already like committed to like half of what we needed to do, and so now it looks like we're gonna do it. We have a couple of bars, a place up in Pittsburgh that said they'd take a bunch, a couple of places here in York that said they pick up a couple cases.
It started with kegs though, but I'm like, nah, I want to do cans because people want the can.
Yeah. So we'll have to maybe mail you down some
That's
cans.
what I'm saying, because I just now told you that we do this little beer testing thing. You know what I mean?
There you go, man. Yeah. Just if it's
so, what kind of flavor are we talking about?
Yeah. It's not gonna be a coffee beer fusion.
Yeah, we're trying to stay away from an IPA, so that's kind of where we're deciding where we want to go. We haven't 100% decided on.
I think maybe like an Irish red or an ale or something like that. Yeah. The obvious is like a coffee flavor, you know what I mean? But we don't want to do obvious. That's
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah.
And I can't stand IPAs.
Do a beer you would drink. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Totally.
Do a beer you want to drink.
And a beer you can drink a bunch of because like one's not too heavy. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So So that's in the works.
Right. Dude, that's fucking awesome, man. That's great. Dude, don't forget about us on that one. You know?
Yeah, no, we'll hook you guys up. We'll take care of you.
Then we'll need to do a single malt next.
Yeah.
Hey, so I do got one question for you, man. You know, I saw that you played Camp Punksylvania. Man,
Yeah.
what was that like, dude? Was it cool?
It was awesome. Yeah, it was a great experience. We played last year as well. Last year we got to play with On the Cinder and the Filthy Lowdown for an after party. This year we actually were on the main stage, and we actually got to kick off the whole event, which was kind of cool.
Started a tradition on that one.
Yeah, and we kind of started another beer kind of tradition. So I'd reached out. It was about a week before, and I was just trying to thinking about, okay, how can we, drum up some attendance, especially because we were literally the first band of the show.
It's at 4 p.m. on Friday.
Yeah, 4:30 or whatever. Yeah. So everybody was like setting up their campsites, and I asked Laura and Terry, I was like, can we do like a PBR toast? So we stopped and got a couple cases of PBR and brought it down. So we actually
and juice boxes.
Yeah, and juice box for the kids. But so next year they're talking about potentially maybe doing that as kind of a continual tradition, which is kind of sweet.
It got a lot of people down there. It worked.
It definitely did. Yeah. It was a pretty good idea. Now the year before we played the after party, which was cool, and I was so pumped because one of my personally favorite, and I think these guys too, Get Dead was closing the main stage, which I fucking love Get Dead. And then we were kicking off the after party at the hotel down the street. So unfortunately, Get Dead played like an extra like 40 minutes. So last year we had like maybe 15 people there, but it was still a good event. A lot of fun. And the best thing I think about Camp Punksylvania is the accessibility of the bands. You can walk up, you can talk to anybody, you can hang out, have a beer with them. So it was really neat to meet a lot of, my influences and some of my favorite bands too.
A lot of the advice we give to bands a lot of times too, and like when they're new or they're out of the scene, kind of like we were, it's about building relationships. So that's where Camp Punk's perfect for that, right? Get to know 100%. People, build those relationships, or rekindle them if it's been a bit, and yeah, it's an awesome time.
Yep.
Right on. So, before I forget, man, I wanted to mention that they do have a Coffee with Lions has a band camp. So just go there. And most of their shit is name your price, or it's even free. The cover there, and so that's cool, man. That's real cool. Y'all doing that shit too.
Yeah.
Did you have any other thing out there on Spotify, maybe something like that, or
Yeah, we're everywhere. We have Spotify, Apple. I mean,
coffeewithlines.com.
Yeah. Is it co or is it com? I
now.
checked. Okay. I checked the other day. So it was coffeewithlines.co, but now it's .com. We earned an M. So, but yeah, you can get all of our links from there, and definitely hit it up. If you're on Spotify, throw us a follow. That's kind of like what we track to kind of see, is it making it? Yeah. Is it making any type of impact? So anybody that gives a follow, we greatly appreciate it.
Right. And they have a YouTube channel too and all that.
We do.
With some real cool videos, and there's some live stuff on there also.
Yep.
But I thought the videos were interesting. So that guy did it was like a panoramic out of a camera looking thing, like an indoor old school camera or something, you know what I mean? Yeah. That was real cool. So who did that?
So that's all Dan Brankert. Dan is the man. He does all of our video. We're actually talking to him about doing a new video.
One with an actual story. It's not just clips, because he's got so many clips. We're like, hey, can you throw one up with this one? And like a couple hours later, it's like, oh, it's done. The Camp Punk one he had before Friday night was over. He already had it done and sent to us.
Yeah, that was cool. Oh. Yeah, he did the live one from camp. He did both of the camera angles on the same time. So it was kind of cool because he was yeah, it was pretty neat. But yeah, definitely anybody that needs like video work, hit him up. He does great stuff, and he's down to earth. He's a local guy. He's awesome.
Yeah, we missed playing with you the other week.
Yeah,
we'll have to get where that show was.
Yeah, there was a show. Yeah, I had to cancel. My fucking the bass player forgot about he had something. You know, it was one of them damn things. I was like, no shit. I
Oh,
got to
that
tell
was up in
somebody.
Carlisle, right?
Yeah. We did that for a show because our drummer forgot about it. We were together on like a Friday practicing, and we're like, "Oh yeah, we got what time we meet tomorrow for the show?" And he was like, "What?"
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, he just looked. You could see it in his face.
You
Like,
idiot, put it
shit.
down.
Yeah.
First time that happened to me, though, man. I gotta say, all this time, man. The first time it happened to me, I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
It happens.
That show was pretty good though. We had a good time.
Yeah,
That was at the
absolutely.
bunkhouse.
Yeah, that was a
Right.
good time.
So it looks like
So,
you're coming to
you know-
Baltimore in January.
What's that?
You're coming to Baltimore in January.
Yeah, we are. I don't even know if we've announced those, but why not?
It's all, well, so we use our
I saw on
website.
your Facebook.
Yeah. Well, that one we're doing a 2-day. We're doing Friday up here, and at Skid Row Garage, and then we're doing, I believe it's Crown Bar in Baltimore, is where the Saturday is.
Technically not announced yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know that's where it was, but
Yeah.
I knew there
This
was
isn't
kind of
coming out to
planning.
December, so you go maybe
Yeah.
announce it by then.
Okay, yeah, but it's gonna be cool. It's Red Dye number 9, the Fiends, and then who else? Your guys from down there.
Oh, Drew and Dave Fool's band.
Luxury Teeth.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Nice.
Red Dye
I
number
played
9 is
them.
like
They're cool.
they've
We
been
played
around. Who, Red Dye number 9 or Luxury Teeth?
Luxury Teeth.
Yeah, they're awesome, man. They're so good. But Red Dye number 9's like been around for like 40 years. They had like a 1989 EP that I bought from them when we saw them. It was fucking rad. And the Fiends have been around for like 35 plus years too, from Philly.
Okay.
So that'll be a lot of fun.
All right, so we do have a 6-minute warning, just to let you know.
Yeah.
But I saw that you played HMAC and you haven't dropped them and you didn't say anything about HMAC. What's it like playing HMAC?
So I mean, there's HVAC. I love the venue, like the downstairs, right? So like, I don't like the upstairs room, to be honest, because it's like a cafeteria room, right? Like the sound is it's just a big room,
You just
and
got to have it
you
filled.
can't condition the walls well enough for the size of the room. But downstairs, it's all black. It's very much more punk. HVAC's a cool venue. We played with some cool bands. I mean, that was some of our first shows.
Yeah. We played with the Queers there.
Yeah,
That was an awesome
we also
show.
played with the punk rock, whatever the puppet show. What's that?
Green jelly.
Jello?
Yeah, green
Yes,
jelly.
I was almost I was on the end of my tongue. I knew exactly what you said when you said
Yeah.
punk rock metal.
I couldn't
punk
think of
rock,
it. Yeah.
puppet show.
Yeah, no, it's a really cool venue, and we have nothing negative to say about it. We just
Yeah.
haven't played there recently, so some recency bias, I guess, more than anything.
Yeah, that's all it is. And that's, I mean, once again, it's a great thing that we have here is we have so many venues, so many options. There's a great music scene between York and Harrisburg. It's pretty
Phantom
rad.
Power.
Phantom
Greg
Power is
Barley,
another
man.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what Greg Barley did, they opened that club like right before COVID, same time West York Inn, the Kennel started. And yeah, we played there. That venue is amazing too.
Right. Hey, so if you could bring back anybody from the dead, who would it be?
Hunter S. Thompson.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Doug nailed that right away.
Yeah. I don't know. I really,
Put him back in that cannon, and
yeah. Let me think about that. I got 4 minutes and 25 seconds.
Hey, so do you have merch online though on that Bandcamp? Is there like any merch on there or anything like that?
Yeah, if anybody wants to get a Doug t-shirt before we pull it off, Doug went ahead and made his own t-shirt for himself.
we don't
that
have
has
time
him.
to explain the backstory on that one.
Yes, you do.
It's
Yes,
nice,
you
but-
do.
On coffeelines.com though, our merch site is on there, so we do like all third-party printing stuff, so just mail, print on demand. But yeah, now we're gonna do like koozies with like silhouettes of each member, and then I got a little bit of HD, so I kind of got sidetracked and I forgot about it since like April, and so there was just a shirt of me that I had put up there. It didn't even say Coffee Lines; it was just a silhouette of me. I'm like, that was awesome, but
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, so I saw it, and then of course I had to announce to the band that Doug made a Doug shirt
And I had no
put it on the
recollection of it.
website. So we've been giving him shit about it for the last like 3 weeks, but
But then the cover of the beer, man, it should just be that image.
yeah. So
Hey
funny.
man, I love your logo too. Who did you? Who did you? Because it looks like Judas Priest almost, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So,
you,
who did your logo?
You talking about the coffee stain? That one or the
Yeah,
box?
no, just the coffee with lines, just your normal. Yeah.
Yeah. So Doug did the square logo,
the sticker one.
the
Yeah.
white and the black one. But the coffee with it actually has like a coffee stain. If you see like the brown behind it,
Uh,
that was done by Laura from Ride Squad Media that does Camp Punk.
oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah.
Yep.
So is that what's up? You made some friends out there, and they did logos for you and everything, huh?
Yeah, yeah, no, she's a great artist. She does some pretty cool shit. So yeah, I mean, it was one of those things we wanted it for a shirt because we actually made that shirt and it was glow in the dark. But I think that's what we got it for originally, and then we did stickers.
Yeah. They're like the CWO, like the sigil almost
Yeah,
that we
yep,
use sometimes.
yep.
Hey, so where do you think your favorite place to play is?
Oh man,
We actually love pretty much every show. I don't think we've had a bad place that we've played at. So
I'll say. I mean, I'll throw one out there. I have the most fun at Porky's up in Pittsburgh.
that's absolutely true. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it's the group up there, the Steel City Destroyers. They always come out to support. They're fucking great guys, and those guys know how to fucking party. It's a small venue as far as like you don't have a choice but to be right in front of the band. And we've just had some great nights, even after the shows back at the hotel. It was just a blast.
Yeah, I mean, locally, West York Inn gives a ton of support. As Skid Row, as we're starting out, we played both of them a bunch. So, I mean, it's a matter of every show's different. And there's so many venues around here. There's so much going on, too. So it's like, the consistency sometimes it's hard to gauge. But, yeah, it's always a great time.
That's a good question, though. Yeah.
So who's your favorite band to gig with?
I gotta say, I don't know. I think the Filthy Lowdown really. I mean, we just have a fucking blast with those guys. They're fucking hilarious.
They're very similar.
Yeah, I don't know. All of them, really. I mean, most bands we play with, we have just a great time. So, yeah. But yeah, Filthy Lowdown, we got to give them props.
Absolutely. So is there anything you want to plug before we get this 44-second thing going on?
We got the next EP, but that's probably 6 months out on the timetable. So we got nothing on there. But no, just support the scene.
Yeah, definitely. Go to shows. I think that's other bands go to shows. People go to shows. And then go to our website too, because you can kind of track what we're doing on there, as well as Spotify and all that stuff.
The show's dates are always up to date because that's how we keep our families up to date with when we're playing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, fellas, I just want to say thanks a lot, man. You all did a great interview, and thanks a lot for giving us the music.
Thanks, Kenny.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, brother. Take it easy.
Oh my God, this can't be happening. God, tell me this isn't real. I can't believe that all I have to see this finally happening. I cannot for a single second stand the way I feel. I always do. I always saw it coming and fell about and keep my words clear. I never felt enough to obligate to feel nothing. I never wanted to continue exist just as I'm here.
motherfuckers! It might shake my
be fucking broke. I'll give myself eviction notice. Gotta get out of this empty shell. I'll give myself eviction notice.